All right, folks, today we're going to do something a little bit different. For the last couple of months, I've been doing a podcast with my buddy Ryan called Blu the Brit, and it's been a hell of a lot of fun. We just get on mic and we talk about random topics related to video games, and we have a good time, man. And I want to start sharing that with everybody that subscribes to the YouTube channel as well. If you want to listen to the full episodes of the podcast, you can head over to soundcloud.com/iBluairJgR and listen for free. But on YouTube, every once in a while, I'm going to put little excerpts that you can listen to if you just want some bite-sized chunks of extra content with yours truly and my buddy Ryan. The main reason for the podcast is because I want to start bringing subscribers to iBluairJgR some more content to enjoy. Generally, when I make content for a game, I focus very, very diligently on one specific game, and that can get kind of boring if you're not interested in the game that I'm playing at the time. Currently, I'm going hard on Anthem. I want to give you something else that you can enjoy, something you can dip your toes into. And besides that, you can get to know me a little bit better. Maybe you'll find out that I'm a bit of a jackass, but of course you might start to enjoy me a little bit more once you listen to some of the conversations that I have with Ryan. In any case, for this episode of the podcast, we were talking about Final Fantasy XIV and the Shadowbringers expansion that's coming out pretty soon, I believe this summer, if I'm remembering correctly. But we started rambling a little bit about cross-promotion and crossover content that games can have, and why there's so much more potential that is untapped in the gaming industry. With that said, I'm not going to spoil the rest of the conversation, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. We're getting a little in the weeds, but this is my fault. But I like the fact that they make certain things permanent in Final Fantasy XIV, because some games as service models, they'll do the temporary thing, and they just take it out. Why though, right? It's like, why spend all this time making these assets if they're only going to be around for 6 months? What is the point?
That's the Yokai Watch event in a nutshell, isn't it?
It's always been frustrating because Destiny 2 has this problem where they make these really awesome looking armor sets and they put them in the Eververse for 6 months, 3 months or whatever, and then they're gone forever. Why though?
My vanishing point.
You know, like if they're trying, like, even from a business standpoint, it doesn't make any damn sense. If you're trying to make money off of these cosmetics, sell them forever, dude. I mean, don't.
Yeah, just let me have them.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Because there's players that will pick up Destiny 2 today that will never get to see any of the awesome cosmetics that were out in year one, and you know, Curse of Osiris and all that stuff. And it's just dumb. So the fact that Final Fantasy leaves some of that stuff in is really cool. Even on their shop, I believe you can still buy pretty much everything. They do some limited time stuff, but you can buy pretty much everything.
So what they do is with their, so I'll get back onto the what I was going to go on to, but with their seasonal events, so their holiday events, they actually show up the next year if you missed them out. So if you missed the Little Ladies Day event where you got the songbird attire, so you could look like a Japanese idol, and you could also have a singing emote, it'll show up next year. So there's nothing to worry about. Like, that's really awesome. Like, sure, you have to fork out some money for it, but they make it really cheap as well. And funnily enough, it's actually those Mog Station items that go towards the fan fests. That's what funds the fan festivals.
That I actually had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah. So all of their extra events and stuff come from funding from the Mog Station. But yeah, so there's your little tidbit of information. Now, so as I said, so the 24-man event was a collaboration between those two people and Final Fantasy XIV. Well, this time they've gone a little bit insane with that, with the 24-mans, and even with the 8-man raids. So the 24-man is called iBluairJgR Dark Apocalypse. It is a collaboration with Nier Automata. Of all things, okay, this is drawing a blank with you.
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to spell that, and I don't know how to spell that.
YORHA, Yorha.
Dark. There we go. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I cannot spell it to save my life. Yeah. That's why I was drawing.
I was like, oh, does he know what I'm talking about? So basically, they've gotten Yosuke Saito, who is the creator of Dragon Quest Echoes of an Elusive Age and Dragon Quest Builders, and Yoko fucking Taro, the creator of the Drakengard and the Nier series, to work on a Final Fantasy XIV 24-man raid. I'm honestly screaming at this. Like, it's going to be absolutely insane. And do you know what the worst part of this is? It's canon to the Nier series. It is actually canon. Because Yoko Taro's a madman. He's an absolute madman. He goes nowhere without his Emil mask. Like, he has this weird mask that he wears in, like, all public showings of himself.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, this man is bonkers.
He's absolutely insane. He's so great. He's such a great guy. But this is the same guy that made a stage play as a preamble to Nier Automata called Yorha. And one of the canon endings, one of the endings for Drakengard 3, which is called Shinii Atara Aka, is actually a manga. So there is lore to a game inside of a freaking manga. And Taro's okay with this, and I'm just like, and now he's making a Final Fantasy XIV raid, and it's supposed to be tantamount to the story of Nier Automata in some way or another. I'm just like, oh, what even?
That's cool though. The thing is, all of that stuff is really cool, because if you're a fan of Final Fantasy XIV, there's a decent chance that you're also a fan of Nier Automata. So the fact that they do these, because they even did a Monster Hunter crossover for Monster Hunter World, where they had, oh my god, I think they had Rathian and Rathalos. They had a cross. Oh, it was just Rathalos. Okay, well they had a crossover between Monster Hunter where you got to fight one of the Monster Hunter monsters in Final Fantasy XIV, and the fact that they do all of this kind of stuff and that they reach to not even just their own IPs, because they've done crossovers in Final Fantasy XIV for other Final Fantasy games, but they reach to just other stuff in the genre that's under the umbrella of RPGs, and they try to bring it in. And yeah, that's just one of the coolest things ever, man. If you're ever gonna do a game as service, that's what you're gonna do, man. You're gonna bring from every little bit.
Oh yeah, every sort of collaboration you can make. It's like, hey, do you want to help work on some stuff for our game? It's like, yeah, sure, man, let's do it.
Because like, so there's a lot of missed opportunities for that. Because like Blizzard, for example, at one point, Activision Blizzard had Destiny 2 under its umbrella, so they had potentially some opportunities to make Destiny crossover skins in Overwatch and vice versa. How awesome would it have been if there was a Reinhardt skin for the Titan in Destiny 2?
Oh,
it's a thing that could have been, because even now they have in Destiny 2 they have the super for the Code of the Devastator Titan where you pull out a big hammer. Just imagine having a Reinhardt skin while doing that.
Oh, dude.
There's all these potentials for just fun crossover type stuff in so many different games. Even in Anthem, since they're under the umbrella of EA, they could have soccer vinyls for Javelin customization from any of the EA sports games.
Yeah, I mean, they got the N7 vinyl. They got the N7 vinyl for Mass Effect.
They could do Dragon Age. They could do Star Wars: The Old Republic crossover. Like, they have so much opportunity to have fun with the service that they're providing, and not enough companies take advantage of that. And there we go. That's going to do it for the excerpt for today. Ryan and I, we don't have a set schedule for the podcast just yet, but the more we do it, the better we get. We're eventually going to get on that routine, and we're going to have these cranking out at a reasonable interval, and that'll be pretty exciting when we do get to that point. So again, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.